All right. All right. All right. I think I'm good. Is it better? Is it better? Okay. So I gotta use the iPhone, not the Android. So I'll be using an Android sometimes. So I gotta use an iPhone, I guess. Okay. Cool. All right. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. All right. But let's get back in this further mucker. Get them likes up. So we're gonna just start. I'm gonna start off real quick. We're gonna break all this down. You can't tell me that Whack 100 is not behind this. You can't tell me that because Compton Rick Rock never used an Android. All right, bet. Now, I mean, it's the same Wi-Fi on both phones. I don't know. There was the same Wi-Fi on both phones. I ain't got a separate Wi-Fi. I do need to actually get a separate Wi-Fi for this. That way, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But either way, I don't know. But the homies is here. The homies is here. Shout out to the homies. Shout out to the homies. The homies with a W, Hawmes. The homies. The homies. Shout out to the hey ho me's. The homies. Yeah, and then Reg Dog, look, I thought I went and got this motherfucking Galaxy. That's how I'm watching it. I thought I got this Galaxy. It's good for outside streaming though, but I guess right here, whatever. You feel me? Whatever. Whatever. We got 9 people in here. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. Rich Trapper was on a 50-50 yard. No, I wasn't. I was never on a 50-50 yard. What I say? I was never on a 50-50 yard. Tell him again. I ain't never hit a 50-50 yard. Shout out to shout out to ATM Richie. Now I've never been to the penitentiary, so I could have never even been on a 50-50 yard. I don't meet those requirements. County jail, baby. County jail, baby. County jail, baby. Never did a pinta. Never been. Never did a pinta. I won't win. Never did a pinta. Don't let me in. Never did a pinta. No, no, never did a pinta. I never been. Never did a pinta. I won't win. Never did a pinta. Don't let me in. Said never did a pinta. No, no. Don't put me over there. All right. Jeezy Obama. Is that the nigga from Blue Bucks Clan? All right. We gonna start off and real quick too. Real quick too. Compton Rick Rock. They giving out these little boxing wookie bams. We can get that. You know I got love for you, but we can get that. They giving away easy chili. You need to go work on that low rider you've been working on for the last 12 years anyway, right? So whatever. Um, let's start off at the Tizop. So we're gonna start with Young and Hefe. So for those of y'all who don't know, Young and Hefe called me messy. Called me messy. But it was like 7 steps that happened prior to anything on my end. You feel me? So Young and Hefe said that he was asleep. Cool. You feel me? Cool. Young and Hefe gets let's count how many steps took before it got to Ricc Trapper. How many dominoes fell before it got to Ricc Trapper? We're gonna get into this content. Compton Rick Rock, here's the song. Step 1, root, right here. Compton Rick Rock, here's the song where Munchie B allegedly this is the Cribs, but it comes out that he didn't. Compton Rick Rock, instead of calling Munchie B because he has his number, calls Young. No, that's number 2. Number 1, he hear the song. Number 2, he decides not to call Munchie B because before he decided to call Young and Hefe, he decided no. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that because niggas rather call me messy than take out the nigga that's a flu flammer, a skulldugger. Oh, everybody get into a Ricc Trapper. I could just put it on him. No, get into it with your homie that's doing Whack 100's bidding. You feel me? Get into it with your homie that's doing Whack 100's bidding. Because if you think for a second that Compton Rick Rock hit Young and then Whack hit him right after, and that's not a coincidence, bro. That's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence. Compton Rick Rock is infinite tiny Whack 100. Straight up. You feel me? But I want to say this too. Take it back to a day in LA. When I asked Compton, when I asked Ant, how you feel about your relationship with Whack? Do you think that is something that you could go? And he got upset. He was visibly upset. So I left it alone because that's the homie and he was a guest on the show. So whatever. But Young Aunt Hefe was visibly irritated, or in that moment annoyed at least, with me asking that question. That's when it was on the day in LA. I ain't been on a day in LA in a minute. Fast forward in time, look at the relationship with him and Wack. Let the chat, Mons. Let the chat. We're gonna let everything go tonight. Okay, don't let that. Don't, you know what? Let the engagement go. Charlie Brown, let the engagement go. That's weird, but let the engagement engage. You feel me? But fuck, what was I saying? What was I saying? Help me out, Charles. What was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh no, help me out. What was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? Help me out, Charlie. Help me out. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. You're a big homie on a 50-50 yard. What's the deal? 646. What was I saying? Help me, y'all. Help me. I lost it. I'm still hanging on to it, but help me before it's gone. It's gone. If you think that, okay, that's what I was saying. If you think that Young and Hefe just coincidentally gets a call. You think that Young and Hefe just coincidentally gets. All right, I make sure I'm watching. I'm good on this screen too. If you think that Young and Hefe just coincidentally gets a call from Compton Ricc, and then it's not mad steps before it got to me. Bingo. Got it. Yeah, you think he just gets this call from nowhere and then Whack calls right after? Flu flammery, skullduggery, larceny. So when we was on a day in LA, I asked a question about Young and Hefe's relationship with Wack. He was visibly agitated and didn't care for the question. So, like a cool homie, I let the conversation continue. We ain't got to harp on it. He doesn't want to talk about it. It's the end of it. You feel me? And that's how a homie's relationship should be respected. But more important than that, he was a guest on the show, and that's how you conduct yourself with a guest. If he don't want to discuss that, he don't want to discuss that. That's the end of the conversation. Past that, so you have Compton Ricc to have memory is hard, bro, especially as long as I keep smoking these. You have Compton Ricc who had the idea and had the thought. He heard the song. Second step, he didn't call Munchie B. He had the song, he heard the thought. He has a second step of deciding not to call Munchie B. Third step, he calls Young and Hefe and say, hey, what's up with your homie because he just dissed the Crips. He makes a video about it. Compton Ricc. Young and Hefe makes a video about it. Young and Hefe makes another video where it's shown that it was Compton Ricc who was the one who put the information into the universe. And then, well, no, I skipped a step. But Compton, Young and Hefe put the video out. He has a conversation with Munchie B. That was number 6. He had a conversation with Munchie B, and Munchie B was like, "No, that's not what it said." And then you have number 7, Compton Ricc. Wait, Compton Ricc saw the video. He didn't call Munchie B. He called Young and Hefe. Compton Ricc make a video. Young and Hefe make a video. Munchie B calls Young and Hefe, and then Young and Hefe make a video and say that it was Ricc who did it. So nigga, them is 7 steps before it even gets to me, bro. Them is 7 steps before it even gets to me. You feel me? Them is 7 steps before it even touch my line, for sure. It's 7 steps before it even touch my line. 7 hard steps before it would even touch my line. So the whole concept of, oh, Rich Trapper, you messy. Nah, you niggas is lacking accountability, bro. You niggas is lacking accountability. Accountability. You niggas is lacking accountability, bro. Because realistically, if Compton Ricc would have never called Young and Hefe and told him something that wasn't true, Young and Hefe would have never, you know what? Take it deeper than that. Go to the 7 steps. If Compton Ricc didn't hear the song, if he would have called Munchie B instead of calling Young and Hefe, it would have stopped at step 2. Compton Ricc hears the song, he calls Munchie B, end of it. End of it. End of it. 2 steps and he's gone. But that's not what happened. What happened was niggas wanted to get on the internet and get their content up. But then when I get on the internet and I get my content up, oh, I'm messy. Oh, Rich Trapper being messy. Oh, Rich Trapper trying to blah, blah, blah. Nah, y'all niggas was messy when y'all put this shit on the internet. Compton Ricc was messy when he decided to call you instead of calling Munchie B. But don't nobody want to talk about that. You feel me? That nigga said on bloods. On bloods. On bloods. We agree with that. But, you feel me? And then prior to, boom, before you made a video, Ant could have reached out to Munchie. I didn't control none of these steps. You know what? That's an 8th step unlocked. That's an 8th step unlocked. So we're gonna start the count all the way over. You got Compton Ricc hearing the song. You got him deciding not to call Munchie B. Him deciding to call Young Ant. Young Ant having a conversation, listening to the song on his own, not calling Munchie B. Compton Ricc make a video. Young Ant make a video. Young Ant make another video saying that it was Compton Ricc. I react. 9 steps. 9 steps happened. 8 steps happened before it came into my world. You feel me? I do look like Frozone. I do look like Frozone and Will Smith. I'm not mad at that at all. I do look like Frozone. Where's my super suit? You feel me? Where's my super suit? So yeah, hold on. Let me get this question up real quick, and then we're gonna get over here real quick. Hold on, y'all. My bad, my bad. All right. My bad, y'all. I know I'm hella close, but I'm writing this question. I know I look like I'm tripping right now. All right. All right, boom. There we go. All right, y'all answer this question. Boom. Y'all know I've been getting my questions up. You feel me? Munchie say sneak you don't care. Honestly, even if Munchie didn't say the word, he's still a cloud chaser. Going out, well, Jalise needs to get whipped out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not angry. The Bay Bomber. What's the deal, fool? How you been? Long time. All right, let's get into this. So we gonna start from the beginning. Y'all want to start from Compton Rocc's reaction or Young and Hefe's reaction? I'm not related to Will Smith. Um, Let me know what you think. You feel me? Are we starting with Rocc's reaction? Or are we starting with Young and Hefe? Because Rocc is actually the root of this, but y'all might not care about Rocc. You feel me? Y'all might not care about that. All right, so we gonna start Rocc. At least my chat feel me. Let me see. Rocc is messy as fuck. 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 As a matter of fact, come to Rocc live right now. Shit, tell that nigga I should call his motherfucking ass. I should call his motherfucking ass. Okay, so we're not gonna listen to 23 minutes of this, but here we go. We're gonna start right here. So this is Rocc's response. All right, so let's. It's a hot day, but not. Oh, Rocc scandalous. Rocc is the add a step. Add a step. So we not finna react to Rocc because you know why? Rocc's reacting to Young and Hefe after he put the bug in his ear. I'm messy, but Rocc put the bug in your ear. You go do a reaction and then he reacts. But I'm messy. But I'm messy. I'm messy. But Rocc put the bug in Young and Hefe ear. Young and Hefe go do a reaction. Rocc react to his reaction. But I'm messy. That's a whack 100 move right there. That's a whack 100 move right there. That's a whack one. That's a whack 100 move right there. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's a whack move. He put the bug in Young and ear. He put the bug in Young and ear, and then went off and slid to go do the content on it. But I'm messy. But I'm messy. Nah, that's your messy ass homie. But niggas don't want to take accountability. You feel me? Let's get into this though. Hold on, man. Let me go. I'm about to swing it back to Young Ant because Rocc reacted like he didn't know what it was about. Nigga, you know you put that in action. Boy. Boy, boy, boy. Boy, boy, boy. So let's start right here. Creator, like, hey, I'm a product like this. And if you ain't did so yet, make sure you follow Young Ant's page. Give him a like, comment, subscribe. Drifted. And see the Texas I had. I instantly roll off the couch, hop up, walk over to the kitchen area, grab my phone, look at my phone, see what missed calls I had, and see the texts I had. Let the chat, mods.
I get one text from one of the Crip homies who as well as a.
And now so in the beginning of the video, he started off by saying one of the Crip homies. I didn't include Compton Rick Rock's name. In this very first video, he didn't mention Compton Rick Rock. He said one of the homies. Pay attention to this.
Content creator, like, hey, what the F he on? So I'm like, let me see what he talking about. I log into the phone. I see a song called Boogie Down featuring Mozzie. And I come to find out that this song is a Munchie B song featuring Mozzie. So I go listen to the lyrics of the track. And then I hear what the Crip homie is questioning about. Like, what's up with him?
So notice his whole video. He keeps saying the Crip homie, the Crip homie, the Crip homie. Out of control business. What's the deal, fool? He keeps saying the Crip homie, the Crip homie, the Crip homie. At this point, we don't know who's being spoken about. Nobody said Rick Rock yet. But let's keep going.
So I don't know what's in Munchie B mind or what's on Munchie B mind. So when that question is asked to me, I get back like, man, I don't know. I don't know what Brown. Off the bat, you already know. Mr. Paquema Pyru, Whack 100 come through. Send me the same diss track or diss record. Yeah. How?
So keep in mind, like I said, Young and Hefe get the situation from Whack, and then I'm sorry, not Young and Hefe. I apologize. Compton Rick Rock sent it to Young and Hefe, and then Whack sent it right behind him. You mean to tell me that Whack and Compton Rick Rock didn't have a conversation about this? Come on, bro.
Look at this. Yeah, shut up and accept it. So being that I already had heard it from the other homie.
Yeah, what I mean, let him chat. Let him chat.
And he was sending it to me. I'm like, oh, okay. So I already know what that said. So look, Munchie B just dropped this track, Boogie Down. I don't know how old the track is, and I guess the track with Mozzie on there. And in the verse, Munchie B say that something about Munchie B. I don't know if he said this was the verse where he said he was the old Munchie B or whatever it was. He was like he on his way to the ops to kill some raps. Now in this last few weeks, it's been going crazy out here in this media space. What all these gangs coming out? Like I said, first we seen the boy Mo from Lewis Park come out to Adam 22, diss the Crips. Um, since then, we ain't seen the young boys from Southside, you know what I'm saying? Diss the power rules. I'm pretty sure we could put a lot of disses up on this internet. Pretty sure we could put a lot of disses up on the internet. And I know this ain't the first song that Munchie B may have disrespected the Crips. You know what I'm saying? Or saying that he was going to his ops to get at the Crips.
I go on Brad Risk. I want to fight all body suspect. I want to fight Whack, and I want to fight Tayfred. So if I can get an all body victim, a rat run runner, or a Tayfred, I would love to be on Brad Risk.
Now we about to get into this small snippet in our audio what Munchie B said, and then y'all already know. Be down with Mozzie and Munchie. Now let's get into it. Now I understand.
Shout out to my bro Rich Rabbit. Hey Rich Rabbit, I got some clips for you, bro. I'll tell you when to get ready, my nigga. You gonna be in here for a minute? Let me know something, fool. I'll tell you when to get ready so you can get your clip on.
Crip homie who sent it to me, as well as any other Crip that would have sent it to me, and question what is he on, being that.
Or you can watch the whole live and put together a little compilation, however you want to. Shout out to the homie Rich Rabbit. He doing his shit in these reaction streets.
I sit up there at No Jumper with Munchie Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? Me and Spody Face Alike, who are both Crips. Now, people heard that, and it instantly got sent to me. Now, the first person that sent it to me to ask, what's up with
I'll
cuz?
check it in.
I don't think he was sending it as trying to be messy. I think that was a legit question.
So, here's my thing. Young Ant, these are my words, not Young Ant's words. Young Ant is maintaining he don't think Compton Rick Rock was trying to be messy. I do, and this is the reason why. Because Compton Rick Rock does Whack 100's bidding, number one. Number one, Compton Rick Rock always does Whack 100's bidding, for real, for real. And then on number two, it's just mighty coincidental. Mighty coincidental. I ain't saying that it can't happen. I'm just saying God working in a mysterious way. If it happened this way, Compton Rick Rock call you and then Whack hits you right after. and then Compton Rick Rocc hit you, wait for you to respond to it, and then he gonna react to it immediately? Sounds like they're planting seeds for chaos.
Like, damn, what's up with the boy? This how he feel? Why he on that? He up there with y'all crips.
Okay, so let's go into the next video. Y'all got that understood. We got that out the way. Okay, so far, nobody's mentioned Compton Rick Rocc's name. Now, this is Young Ant talking about Munchie B tapping in with him to discuss the song.
You took the good old big deal to good old people, man. So last night, about Munchie B dissing the Crips. So like I said, I hadn't become aware of this situation or didn't know about the situation until I got 2 texts in my phone. One person was trolling, like clowning, like, hey, you gotta eat this.
So the one person was trolling. That's whack. He just said that in the last video. That's whack.
I looked at it. The other person was just pretty much like, hey, what's up with your boy? Knowing that I have a rapport and relationship with Munchie. So it was kind of like, man,
and that's now who we know to be Compton Rick Rocc, saying that, you got the report and all that kind of stuff. But to be fair, Young and Hefe still has not said Compton Rick Rocc's name.
Your boy, what he and I looked at the message, got back at the homie, like, man, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I'll figure it out, you know what I'm saying, see what it is, because let's just call it is what it is, right? So you have a lot of people that
no idea who Sam is. Send it to my Instagram DM.
Looking at Munchie B or feeling like Munchie B is a blood's blood. And ain't nothing wrong with it, because you got Crips. You always got somebody that's going to be pro the people. But with him being pro his people, just like a few weeks ago when him and Spody Face had the heated debate, Spody Face was feeling like that every time a blood is spoke up or something about the blood is spoke on, that Munchie B come to the defense. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, because that is a natural human trait. Got super Crips that's like that, man. They don't want to hear nothing wrong about the blue team, about the Crips, and they gonna come to aid of the Crips, definitely if it's somebody that they know, or somebody within they car, you know what I'm saying, they allies, you know what I'm saying, they definitely not going for any slander. So I kind of just feel like that's how Munchie is. But with both or whoever people that carry that identity, people just got to understand at times, regardless of how high in regards we hold what we pushing, that it's other people who feel indifferent, and it's other people who's gonna make.
Hey, I appreciate y'all for sending these little gifts and all that, man. We got some things to talk about tonight.
The gang and our organization look bad by their choices and things that they do in life, right? So, with that being said, when I heard the little diss record, it did kind of have me confused. Like, now, on the basis of rap, I understand, because, like I said, when you on your free time and you not around people who's supposed to be your opposition.
And keep in mind, Young and Hefe has still yet to reveal that Compton Rick Rocc's the one who said it.
Or opposed enemy. When you in the hood with the homies, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of talk and disrespect going on as far as other communities and gangs and peoples that you may be cool with. But like I said, when you in a professional settings, or there's a respect barrier, you expect different from people. So on a basis that Munchie B does pod with me and Spody Face every week, I did find the situation kind of tacky. Like, dang, man, Munchie got up here and said this. But
keep in mind too, all this is a false information. So Rick Rocc fed Young Ant bad info.
At the end of the day, it is what it is. I know I'm a Crip, and this could be a situation where I'm talking on the phone with the homies, and I diss, and somebody play a recording. So it ain't about what you do, it's how you do it. But all in all, right, I got a call from Munchie B pertaining to this content. And he had some things to say, because he felt like he was trying to paint things in a negative light or trying to start something. So we about to get into this content, and y'all already know it's the Hefe way, the Hefe effect. We gonna commentate. Just know it's at your voice if you shoot a face.
I don't want to get a copyright strike. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Right? All right. Probably about like 10, 15 minutes of the content being up, I get a text from Munchie. Like, hey, what up? I'm like, what's up? He was like, basically, I seen the content you did or whatever, and that ain't what I said. I never said kill a rap. You got to go back and listen to it. I said something about telling the ops to kill the crap with they capping ASS. And last night, I didn't have a chance to go look at it, but I did tell Munchie B that I was going to go back over it. And, I don't have no problem with correcting it, because not me putting my segment out about him dissing the Crips, it wasn't me trying to shine no light on Munchie B. You know what I'm saying? Or start nothing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't what I was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, was I kind of confused? Yeah, I just woke up and somebody sent me the song. So when I heard it, it caught me off guard. Like, dang, because like I said, you can do what you want to do in your free time. For every action, there's a reaction. So it's just like, saying that C word, that's a universal way of dissing the Crips. It ain't actually how you diss my actual hood, but that's how you diss.
So let me get into this real quick. Hold on. I have to figure out where it was at. Here it was at. Okay.
It would be pretty awkward to come on here.
Okay, so this is where we find out that it's Compton Ricc. It was today's episode of No Jumper. Boom.
You got a contact on Munchie B.
Hold on.
Deal, y'all. What's the deal, y'all?
My bad, y'all. I had to get off my own channel.
Again, nobody's calling. I just want to like, I'm subscribed. After he listed out a group of individuals who were Crips, we dropped a record together over the weekend, and it sounded like Munchie B said the word crab, the derogatory term for the Crips, in the song. After he listed out a group of individuals who were Crips that he didn't care for. That being said, man, this man's way all over his internet space, caused a lot of controversy, a lot of hoopla. So let's jump to the countdown and see exactly what's going on.
With your crappy haircut, you know what I'm saying?
It was a.
And then put myself in number one. That's number one. Sorry. But we heard you was dissing the Crips. It most definitely didn't, right? Because I wouldn't diss the Crips and then put myself in a position to be trying to explain myself or no weird shit like that or like.
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna play it off of this.
So your reaction, and that wouldn't have been your reaction.
I'm gonna play it off this. Make sure y'all follow the No Jumper Clips page. That's where I'm gonna play this next clip from. That way you ain't gotta listen to my reaction. Let me see. Here it is.
Look like hey, Adam, what I'm about to say is they had some misconstrued with some lyrics I had with the word crap and a diss word for the Crips.
Oh, I heard about this because Munchie got a new song with Mozzie that everybody needs to go check out. Number one. That's number one.
Sorry.
But we heard you was dissing the Crips.
It most definitely didn't, right?
Okay,
and I was because I wouldn't diss the Crips and then put myself in a position to be trying to explain myself or no weird shit like that or like from Compton and all that. I said the word crap. You know what I'm saying? I guess black people don't really say crap. I guess with your crappy haircut. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I said kill the crap.
Okay.
Y'all capping ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel it.
Kill cap. No. To the ops to kill a crap, but they capping ass, and they just took. You know what I'm saying? But if you listen to that sentence, it doesn't sound like you're dissing. Like if you you know what I'm saying? Like that sounds like how it really depends. Cause I never had heard it. Like two people sent it to me. So bam. So Compton Ricc had sent it to me first, and he was.
So boom. You have it. On, I believe that was yesterday's episode of No Jumper. Young and Hefe out his mouth says Compton Ricc sent it to me. I never put that information into the street. Never. So the title of the video that got us here on my behalf was, hold on, I'll tell y'all right now. I'll read the title. Give me one second. It was like Young and Hefe exposes the truth. Compton Ricc lied about Munchie B. But hold on, I want to make sure I read it off verbatim. Hold on. Boom. Yeah, okay, boom. Young and Hefe exposes the truth. Compton Ricc lied on Munchie B. Yeah, that's pretty much what it says. You feel me? That's pretty much what it says. I'm not sure where I ain't quite sure how I'm messy. Because I didn't put nobody's name into the shit. We didn't know who it was until this episode of No Jumper came out. But let's go back into it.
to kill a crap, but they capping ass, and they just took, you know what I'm saying? But if you listen to that sentence, it doesn't sound like you're dissing. Like if you like, you know what I'm saying? Like that sounds like how it really depends. Cause like I never had heard it. Like two people sent it to me. So bam. So Compton Ricc had sent it to me.
The flash flex. Hey man, I respect your opinion. I would just like an explanation for it. Okay, you said I'm being messy. Please explain to me how.
Person. He was like, basically, not on no funny shit. He said it to me straight like this. He like, man, hey, what's up with your boy? And I'm like, what you talking about? He like, you ain't heard this? So I went and listened to it. And off the back, I thought Munchie had said crab too. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, shit, maybe bro was just shit with Mozzie in the studio shit. He feeling it or whatever. I'm like, I asked him though. And then right after that, boom, Whack 100 sent it to me like, hey, how you got to eat this? You can't say nothing.
I don't think that. I don't personally think that Young Ant is being messy at all. I don't think that Young Ant is being messy at all. I just think that Whack number one is behind pulling the strings on Compton Ricc. You feel me? Boom, boom, boom. Whack is for sure behind the strings of pulling because only two people sent it to you. It's the nigga who made a reaction video immediately after you made your video, and the other nigga's Whack. Call me a conspiracy theorist. Call me a conspiracy theorist. But that shit don't seem like a crazy ass coincidence. If it is, only two people hit you out this shit. You feel me? We all saw it. I seen the shit. You feel me? I didn't call nobody and tell nobody about it. It is what it is. You feel me? And then Ricc got the first reaction to it. He breaks the story, and then Whack hits you. I don't understand that. Just saying. It seemed like to me that was a premeditated situation.
About this. So, I did some content. You know what I'm saying? I put it up there, did some content, but I wasn't doing no content like to try to.
I'd take it deeper than that. Ant started the Pod War. He never should have made the video. I'd take it deeper than that. Why did Compton Ricc man, I'm messing up. Why did Compton Ricc call Young and Hefe and tell him something that wasn't true? Now, I can't say for a fact if Whack is not pulling the strings behind that. That's just my educated guess. If I was a gambling man, I would say that for sure he is. Because again, it's situational that Whack sends you the message, Ricc sends you the message, but then Ricc reacts to it first. And what do you think that Whack is going to talk about on the Thursday show with Whack and Adam? You feel me? What y'all think Whack going to talk about on the Thursday show with Whack and Adam? He already don't care for Munchie B, so follow me down this fucking rabbit hole. All right, boom. Peep me on this one, y'all. Whack don't fuck with Munchie B. Munchie B don't fuck with Whack. We know this. They don't like each other. So, do you think that it is beyond Whack to get back at Munchie B to put this whole play together where he feeds this bad information to Ricc or convinces Ricc to Wookie Bam? Ricc hits Young Ant. Young Ant makes the video, gets the call, and then the domino effect. All this because Whack don't like Munchie B. Personally, that's what I think it's about. You feel me? Personally. But then it's not a he say, she say, nigga. It's all on the internet. We listening to it. Let's go back into listening to it.
Munchie or put him out there. I just put it like, but I don't even.
So personally, I don't think that. I mean, everybody has their opinion, but Young and Hefe, man, I got this fucking crick in my neck, and little by little, I've been cracking that shit. I'm trying to pop my fucking neck right here. I'm almost done. I almost got it. I gotta get a good crack. Anyway, I don't think that Young and Hefe means any malice. Young and Hefe is creating content based around things that are relevant to him. So I don't think he's being messy. I don't think he's trying to start nothing. I get it. Everybody got their whatever's, blah, blah, blah. I just don't feel that way. You feel me? I just don't feel that way. I'm not saying that y'all wrong. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying that y'all wrong. I'm saying that I don't personally feel that way. I feel like Ricc being messy for sure. For sure. I think that Whack is behind Ricc Wookie Bammy and is putting the battery in his back. You feel me? But let's keep going.
He did say it. I don't know why he said it. Maybe He was just, in that vibe in the studio with Mozzie, and the shit might have came out. Munchie hit me like, bro, like, no, you got to listen to it. I didn't say that. Then when I went and listened to the song, I went and listened to the whole song, because I just had a snippet of it. Then that's when I heard it. I'm like, oh, yeah, he did. It makes sense.
I see, Compton Ricc, bro. I don't like that he didn't take no accountability for acting like he positively heard something and sending it to you.
I'm agreeing with Munchie B. Compton Ricc, why are you not taking accountability? You sent this man this message with bad information. Sent you bad info, big dog. Bad info.
And then it led to you people reacting to it based on your reaction, and that wouldn't have been your reaction if he wouldn't have sent you a snippet. I'm saying, like, Gangland Neiman and all that,
Okay, so let me ask this question based off what y'all just heard. For my title to say, Young and Hefe exposes the truth, Compton Ricc lied on Munchie B. Wow, am I wrong? Did I clickbait? Because I'm reacting to this. So if the title say Young and Hefe exposed Ricc for lying on Munchie B, we are all seeing that Young and Hefe is not at fault here, and Ricc is the one ultimately trying to shake up bullshit. Am I missing something? Because yeah, sometimes I do be messy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do be messy, but this ain't one of them times. You feel me? This ain't one of them times. I be bullshitting sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, I be bullshitting. I bullshit a lot of the times. But this one was 100. Like, nah, my nigga, Ricc, you're being messy and you lied on this nigga, fool.
That shit just.
But I'm just saying, like, I totally get what you're saying, but like, I don't understand how in a sentence that would make sense, like phonetically as like an actual.
It wouldn't.
Sentence in English. That's my point. You feel me?
Like nothing makes sense. You can just say anything in a rap. You heard like a lot of ears. Like the word is. Look, let me explain something to you, bro. Look, one day, your homies, they at the shop, and they get to talking. They having a conversation. They completely zone out, forget I'm right there, and they say one of your homies' name, Fat.
Oh yeah,
Rap.
Yeah, right.
When I heard the name, I for.
All right, so that's that. Now, let's take it into. Now I'm getting in trouble. Now I gotta go to the principal's office.
And if you ring that notification like the recipient of Hot Topics, man, is Ricc, Trapper, Compton, Ricc, Munchie D, and myself. So, you recipient of Hot Topics.
Hey, notice how it's 4 of us in the Hot Topics, but I get the best intro though.
Man, it's Ricc, Trapper.
Good intro.
Ricc, Trapper, Compton, Ricc, Munchie D, and myself. So, a few days ago, right?
I see you, April.
I did a segment about Munchie B and the crab word. Now, it was a record that he had dropped. I don't know if he had an original record because a lot of people was getting in the comments like, oh, bro, this is an old record. I don't know if it was revised with Mozzie on there, but, he dropped a record with Mozzie, you know what I'm saying? And in the record, it sounded like that he had said the crab word, but he had actually said crap. He had said crap. Now, I had did a segment on it. And pretty much in the segment, I was like, am I mad at Munchie B? No. It'd be more of a disappointment, more than anything, knowing that I'm a Crip, and as well as Spotyface is a Crip, and we all set up at No Jumper. You feel me? We all set up at No Jumper, a solid man out of our community. You know what I'm saying? Showing that it can be done. It ain't even really got nothing to do with all people trying to Peachtree and be on some lover boy stuff. It is what it is. Man gonna be man. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna experience these growth spurts. Some people go.
Bro, this shit is ludicrous, like a DTP label.
Deny them. So, anyhow, I get text, as I've said for the 3rd or 4th time, from Compton Ricc. And Compton Ricc, like, what's up with your boy?
Now, keep in mind, the very first video we listened to, he just said the Crip homie. I did not introduce Compton Rocc's name into this situation, bro. At this point, I feel like anything that I do, niggas just gonna blame me for it. Like, I'll give you two examples. The pool party shit. I didn't upload no video putting niggas' names into it. Them niggas wanted to be famous, so they started talking about, man, I'm the one that did it, blah, blah. You niggas told on yourselves. The situation with Bosco. Bosco uploaded the video. Bosco uploaded the video. And now we here, and I'm getting called messy, but Rocc the one that told you the bad information. So niggas just want to blame me. So I just gotta take that. That's cool. No Diddy party though.
And I go into the song, and as I go into the song, I listen to it, and I thought I heard the same thing Rocc said. Now, do I think Rocc was trying to start anything? No, not at all. And I'm not just saying this because Rocc is a crip, or because I don't want to see Rocc and Munchie B have a back and forth on it.
But then here's the thing too. What were you trying to? Okay, so let me ask this question. My synopsis is Rocc was trying to be messy. Let me see. Oh, here it is, right here. Oh, hold on. Young and exposed the truth. Compton Rocc lied on Munchie B. He didn't. This is what the title says. The title don't say nothing about a war. The title don't say nothing about a war. Let me see. Maybe I'm missing something. Hold on. Here's the description. The word war is not used. So maybe I said it when I was talking. I'll take that. But it's not in the title at all. Just saying. You feel me? Just saying. Just saying. Just, I'm the bad guy.
Have a back and forth on the internet. Rocc asked me the question because he felt like that.
Man, I don't care. Neem is cool. I don't give a fuck what Neem does. Y'all, niggas can do what they want to do. Neem ain't not welcome in the chat. Just whatever. I don't give a fuck. As long as everybody act accordingly. But regardless of the fact, fuck, y'all niggas made me forget my fucking train of thought again. I don't know. I lost it.
I had more of a rapport and relationship with Munchie B. And he placed this inside the text thread as well. Like, I ain't just trying to tell you to get at him. You know, I just know that y'all sit up there at No Jumper on the panel, so it's gonna come across your.
I remember what I was saying now. So even if I did say Compton Rocc was trying to start a war between Munchie B and the Crips or whatever, blah blah blah, you calling Compton Rocc, I'm talking to you now. You calling Young Ant to talk to him about this was for what reason? If not to have a volatile response. Because what positivity could have come out of you calling Ant to say that? So, am I tripping? I'm looking at it. What positive message could have, as at Rocc's age of almost being 50, if he's not there yet? Always talking about how I want peace amongst black men, and I don't want to see these youngsters getting into it. Man, go get you some money because you know me, man. Y'all, I'm gonna just watch y'all kill each other, and I'm gonna watch y'all take yourselves out the game. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna scrape up all this money, and I'm gonna get in this glass house, and I'm gonna go pick up on your girl, and that's how Rocc talk. And that's how Rocc talk. So when Rocc says shit like that, and then you tell Young and Hefe that Munchie B said the derogatory term for Crip, only for it not to be true, why wouldn't I think that you was trying to start a problem between these niggas? When you yourself said that you would do whatever you got to do to get niggas out the way, to get, whether it's you trick him into jail or trick him off the streets, however you doing it. You feel me? So why wouldn't I look at it like, this nigga's being messy. He's trying to start some shit. Same reason they all do it. Content. Because when it's quiet in these YouTube streets, niggas can't leave well enough alone. Niggas got to come by and kick the hornet's nest. You feel me? Always. And then this ain't nothing towards Young and Hefe. I'm still talking towards Rocc. When I say this too specifically, Rocc knows that saying my name boosts the algorithm and all this type of shit. So now Rocc is go and respond to the Young and Hefe video. Oh yeah, Rich Trapper, blah, blah, blah. Because whether niggas love me or hate me, talking shit about me or talking good about me, whatever you do, somebody's going to come to watch. Whether they go to hate watch or whether they go to love watch or if they just going because they ain't got shit else to do. But it generates interest. You feel me? It generates interest. That's an undeniable fact. My name in your title, my name in your conversation generates interest. It's an undeniable fact. You feel me? Why you think every time niggas get low on their views, they get bored, they just start fucking with me? Look at Smacko fucking SSI check getting ass. You don't have shit going on, so I'm gonna just make some shit about Ricc Rapper so I can go back and forth with this nigga. No, bum. Come on now. So stop. If I'm full of shit, tell me I'm full of shit. But I feel like I'm just calling it how I see it, and how I see it is how I call it.
Yes, anyway, and a lot of people gonna be questioning.
That nigga Tafer not looking for me.
It kind of places the spotlight on you, being that you a Crip and this word was just said on the record, and then y'all about to be back up there on Tuesday. Now, I hit Munchie no. Now, I did the segment, said how I felt. Like, basically, you know, Munchie might have just been on one, might have been intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? In a stew. I don't know if he was in a stew with Mozzie or not, or if Mozzie just sent him the verse. But they might have been vibing out. And Munchie might have just been reminiscing on a verse. When you first hear the verse, he say, I'm about to turn back to the old Munchie. Pull up on Brian Hurst, wooty woo Munchie. Pull up in the hundreds, have him running Munchie. These are the words that's coming out of his mouth. So it's not far-fetched or too far-fetched to hear him say the word to disrespect the Crips. Now, I did the content, said how I felt about the situation, right on clue, and got back to Munchie. Munchie hit me up. ASAP. Hey, bro, I didn't diss the Crips, bro. I said crap. Like, go listen to the verse. I went and listened to the verse. Being that the content I had just put out had just started picking up at an algorithm, I told Munchie, don't even worry about it, bro. I'll clean it up in the morning. At 6, when I get up, that'll be the first content that dropped. Munchie was like, bet. Munchie was like, make sure you put inside the segment the Crip that told you that I said the C word, he had my number and why he to tap in with me. Now, I told Munchie that I would put that in the segment, but I didn't put that in the segment again because I don't want to start nothing and I don't want to be problematic. A lot of people.
So problematic. But keep this in mind. This is obviously before the No Jumper show, I'm assuming, because of the No Jumper shows where he said it was Compton Ricc. But you hear Ant still saying, maintaining, like, I don't want to be problematic, and I ain't trying to be, into no, fanning the flames and no BS. So when he did the second segment, he still did not put Compton Ricc name in it. I guess whatever conversation took place, maybe prior to him being at No Jumper or sitting next to Munchie, he knew that Munchie might have just been a hothead who was going to say it no matter what. So he just said it. But, the name of Compton Ricc came out to be the person who started all this BS. You feel me? So, again, like, I'm looking around, and I know I be on bullshit. I'm not taking accountability away from the fact. I'm not taking accountability. I'm not taking accountability from the fact that I do be on bullshit sometimes, but not this time. So I'm trying to figure out where am I the nigga that's messy and made this whole situation into what it is.
People want to be problematic on here on YouTube, want to create controversy, you know what I'm saying, to do views, or, you know what I'm saying, just to get their channel watched, or for whatever reason. Some people just got a messy bone in them. So Rocc hit me again when he seen my content, and he made it known again, like, no, I wasn't trying to be on no messy stuff with Munchie or have you go at Munchie or anything like that. And I'm like, I didn't take it like you was.
But then that's after the fact of Rocc already making the content. And again, you can't tell me that Rocc ain't doing this content with Wack not pulling the strings behind you. Niggas will never admit it. Niggas will tell me I'm lying, tell me I'm crazy. I haven't been wrong yet at all. You feel me? I just can't get past the fact that Rocc hit you and then Wack hit you right after. That sound like that good cop, bad cop shit that Wack like to play. But let's get back into me being messy.
Have me go at Munchie, you feel me? I listened to the song, and I thought he said what he said, and I had an opinion on it, and I just happened to bring my opinion on camera. Now, if it was something that messed with me and bothered me to the core, then I would have picked up the phone and called Munchie. But being that this had got out on the internet, and this was something that was circulating, and a lot of people thought that he had said the C word, I gave my opinion on my channel. which is my right to do. Don't mean that I'm trying to be controversial. Don't mean that I'm trying to have anything happen to Munchie or anything like that, because that is not the case. That is not the case at all. Different people see clarity and understand it different ways. And I knew that I would see him Tuesday and we can furthermore discuss the situation. Now, however, from this situation, we got YouTubers being messy. So one YouTuber came out, which I had addressed, and he basically was coming with a narrative that I could have called Munchie, and or that I was trying to start something or place a spotlight on Munchie, or I got some type of dislike for Munchie, which was crazy to me. I addressed that. Now, scrolling down Instagram, well, YouTube, excuse me, today, and I see Ricc Trapper have done some content. And I've talked to Ricc Trapper a few times back to back about controversial titles that he may have for clickbait, trying to get people to view his work. You know, some titles I would not have put out there, you know, with people that I have reports with and things like that. Now, it is what it is. I don't see anything wrong with this title, this new title, but I just think it's messy again that he's taking a route saying that Young and Hefe exposed Compton Rocc is trying to start a war and beef between him and Munchie.
Now, again, I might have said it in the reaction, so don't take that away. That might have been where you heard it, but I don't see nowhere where I said that shit. I don't see it. I'm looking at the title, I looked at the description. I could have said it in a video. That could be it. I could have been it right there, you feel me? But, nah, I don't see it. But then at the same time, too, niggas skip past the fact that you didn't call Munchie B for clarification before the video, before you made a reaction. You just made a reaction. You didn't decide to call Munchie B to get, excuse me. You didn't call Munchie B to get clarification about what happened with the situation. You didn't call Munchie B to get an understanding of why the situation might have happened. You made a video about it. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Your business as you so choose to proceed as. But I can't see how niggas is just putting it all on me like, oh, you the messiest nigga. Like, I can't see it. You feel me? Like, I'm just, chat, if y'all can show me something, show me something. You feel me? Hold on. And if I'm missing something, please show me where I'm missing something. But several steps had occurred before I ever said anything about Compton Rocc.
Compton Rocc is not trying to start nothing between me and Munchie. Compton Rocc just hollered at me on some homie time.
So, again, if he didn't want to start nothing between you and Munchie, he told you that just so you can know, hey, Munchie B is disrespecting all the Crips, blah, blah, blah. Just thought you should know about it. By the way, it's going to rain on Tuesday. Get an umbrella. Like, what? You told him that for what? And then you ended up being wrong. Compton Rocc, you ended up being wrong. So he's definitely not trying to get you guys to meet up at a fucking coming to arms party and be cool with each other. He's definitely not doing that. He's definitely not trying to get y'all to go to lunch to discuss business plans or business opportunities or nothing like that. You feel me? Like, I'm just keeping it 100. That nigga didn't hit y'all. That nigga didn't hit y'all up to talk about investments. All this money that he talking about, how he getting so much more money than everybody. He didn't hit y'all niggas up to put you on a play. I mean, feel me? Nah, you good on this one because you didn't speak on it first. You're not the only person that feels that way. But I'm just the loudest about it. Man, we hear what you're saying. That's all I appreciate. You feel me? It's in your flyer or video description. Let me see. Let's go to it.
At me on some homie time. And I don't understand how people be acting like, and this is for everybody.
Oh, you know what? I'm lying. It's in the thumbnail. I stand by it though.
Because
I never said it. It's in the thumbnail on the video. It's very small. It's very small in the picture. Hold on. It's very small in the picture.
At me on some homie time. And I don't understand how people be acting like, and this is for everybody, because I see this a lot, not with just this situation. People act like they don't understand the laws of human nature or the way that humans operate. Everybody does not pick up the phone and call people.
Let me see, hold on. So it's right there. At the very bottom. But hold on. But my question is, okay, so but y'all get it, whatever. But what's the point of him sending you that? What's the point of him letting you know that? Like, he did that for what? Compton Ricc hit young and Hefe up to let him know that information to get what result? What was the desired effect you wanted to get from that?
About problems and or hit people. The majority of people see stuff that they don't like and hop right on YouTube and address it and try to blatantly put these stuff out there. I am probably one of the only person and whatever the only percentage is of people that holler at people if I have their number in my phone about stuff they do and that I feel that is messy on YouTube. But I feel this is clickbait and messiness on Ricc Trapper behalf because of him and Compton Ricc beef, as well as the little smoke that him and Munchie has going.
I don't even got no beef with Compton Ricc or Munchie B. I tell y'all niggas to give them like, comments, and subscribes all the time. Compton Ricc knows how I feel about the bullshit he does online. I don't really have any conversations with Munchie B. But whenever I react to his content, I tell y'all to give him a like, comment, subscribe, follow Morals Over Money, run his likes up, follow his new page. The crazy part about this is niggas have skipped past 9 steps to come back to, man, well, Ricc Trapper, you being messy. That nigga gave you wrong information and then you took the wrong information in. This is what happened in my head. I'm gonna just tell y'all what's going on in my head. In my head, Rocc saw the shit from Munchie B, as we all saw it, and then Rocc hit up Compton Ricc, you see this and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Man, you know what you should do? You just go ahead and hit up Young and Hefe. Hey, nephew, you see what Munchie B did about the band, and Ricc, oh yeah, I can get some content out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta finish this glass house. Blah, 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 blah. So that's what I think happened. Now let's get into what I know happened. What I know happened was Compton Ricc called and or text Young and Hefe, what's up with your homie, blah, blah, blah. Compton Ricc number 1. He hit up Young and Hefe. You know what? Let's take it back further than that. You had to listen to the song. We know that for a fact. You listen to the song. Step 1. We're gonna just track the messiness in this further mucker. You listen to the song. Follow me on this chat. Tell me if I'm tripping. You listen to the song. You call and or text Young and Hefe. You tell him what's going on with the song and how you feel about it and what's up with his homie. We're going to put this like right here, but we're going to do it right here. You didn't call Munchie B and you have his number. You call Young and Hefe. So we're going to add that into there, but that really should have went here, but it's there. Don't worry about it. Counting on fingers is hard. So that happened. Young and Hefe make a video about it. He don't say no name. He make another video about it. He don't say no name, but he clears up the fact that it was a misunderstanding with what he had going on with Munchie B, and that's cool because they homies. So I like the fact that they came to like, hey, bro, it didn't happen like that. My bad. I do a video in the morning with you, blah, blah, blah. Admirable. Dope as fuck. I fuck with that. Dope as fuck. I fuck with that because that shows words over whoopties, and it shows that they were both humble enough and respectable enough for each other to handle that situation that I handled it. So I fuck with that. He made the other video, and then you go on No Jumper, and then you say the name. What ain't shit? The fuck you want me to do? Like, shit. Like, I'm looking at this shit in totality. To me, it looked like Compton Ricc trying to start a beef between Young and Hefe and Munchie B. Because why would you tell this nigga this lie? Forget what I thought happened with Rocc. Nigga, what I know is none of this shit makes sense if you wouldn't have been running your mouth with false propaganda, Compton Ricc. Just saying. I'm just saying. My bad, y'all. If you wanted me to read your chat, send it again, and I'm not reading the chat. But I'm just walking myself through this for the mucker. And I just can't see where the blame fall on me at. Oh, man, I just think that you being messy. I mean, that's cool. Everybody's